make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger. More than power, never, ever, after work is over. Harder, better, faster, stronger. Working harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work is never over. Working harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work is never over. Working harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work is never over. Working harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work is never over. Working harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. Make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger. Harder, better, faster, stronger. Working harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work is never over. Working harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work is never over. Working harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work is never over. Working harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour, work is never over. Working harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger.
Alright, hello everybody. Hey, it worked. Alright, we had to do a little bit of finagling in behind the scenes. We are back. Hello everybody. We are feeling a little under the weather here. We got a little flu bug going on and a little bit of a toothache going on at the same time, so I apologize everybody. It's not going to be great moments in the stream where there's a lot of verbal communication at times, but we got qualifying to do. This is the final Redheads Unite. This is the final qualifying session for the GT45 Prototype Challenge. The season is starting in, wow, it's 9 days from today for this round 1, which will start on April 8th, which is a Monday, and that will start at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time on the live stream, ideally. So welcome in, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great Easter weekend as well. Got to get that good food in, get that good quality family time in. And, well, if you're just chilling right now and you're looking for something to do, GT45 Gaming's in the house. We're going to do our best here tonight. Like I said, we're in a little bit of pain, but we went and seen Dr. Mom in between broadcasts, and she hooked a brother up with a little bit of goody stuff to help with ease the pain a little bit. So we're feeling okay right now. So we'll see how long that lasts, but it is what it is. Ain't life grand. This is one of those moments where it really gives me an opportunity to utilize that phrase, stay winning. No matter what's going on, no matter what's happening in life might be giving you a good swift kick in the rear end. Just keep your nose pointed forward and just keep pushing, because the next day is a new day, and you got a whole new set of whatever that's going to happen in that day to deal with. So you just got to forget about what happened the next day, and hopefully when you wake up the next day, things are a little bit better, if not fully better on that front. But if you keep doing that, you're always going to keep pushing through. I'm in pretty rough shape. I'm not a happy camper right now, that's for sure. I don't like being in this much pain. But we still got a job to do, so we're gonna do our absolute best to try to get it done. We had a rough broadcast earlier today. We're gonna rebroadcast that when we're feeling a little bit better. It was actually a really fantastic race earlier today for the GTRC. It's a ton of action in that race, so we definitely want to bring that back out to the viewers in a more ghost fashion when we're feeling just a little bit better. We got chat kicking off here, and I cannot see it. Just bear with me, chat. I don't know what is going on today. Maybe we need to do this, and then maybe we need to do this. I don't know what we need to do. We can go do this. Let's grow. Although those is killed. Hey boss, how's it going? Let's go. All the fun stuff. Yeah. Whenever you guys are ready. Whenever you guys are ready. I'm not sure when Miss Devious is gonna run, but you just let me know in the chat, Miss D, when you're ready to run. Alright, chat, so today is like the second last day. Is that right? I think so. I think today's the second last day here. So tomorrow is our deadline for our full-time drivers to qualify. So if you have not qualified yet, you better reach out because time is a running out. We will have a few drivers to go here tonight. We have a handful of 10 tenths racers left to go here still tonight. We'll see most of them run at some point here tonight. We have Lucas that's going to be running here tonight, one of our returning pro drivers. Payme is still registered and hasn't qualified yet. That doesn't necessarily mean that everybody's going to make it for qualifying either. That's just normal. Yeah, we have a decent amount yet. So, however, with that being said, getting excited, don't get excited. Pardon me. Registration will remain open until round 7 of the season, so new drivers will be welcome to register and qualify and go through the procedure and get placed as a sub unless there's a full-time position available in the division they qualify for the series. After round 7, we consider that the chase to the championship. We don't want any interference at that point with the championship, with the points, with what's going on in the standings, because at that point the racers are highly focused and they're highly determined on what's happening in the standings and how they're going to try and progress themselves in those standings with only 3 rounds of racing left. So it's really important to try and keep that intact for our competitors that have made it all season. Obviously, reserves still come into play in those races. Reserves are still opted in those situations. But that's life. Whenever you're ready, Misty, it's entirely up to when you're feeling ready to go. Probably the sooner the better, to be honest. The longer you sit here, you'll be cold. You'll have to go warm back up. So, all right, chat. I don't know why it's not updating. Oh, it is updating now. Hey, there we go. That took a while. We are only live on YouTube tonight. For no other reason than that's just what we felt like doing. Again, we're making YouTube the new home here, so and I'm just not feeling that great either, so I don't want to be broadcasting out to all the platforms today either. With that being said, we're a little low on the high energy typical vibe we have in the booth here, just due to how we're feeling. So just keeping it home, keeping it close to the OGs within the family here today, and don't forget to like and share. Yes, I'll jump on track here. Alright, we got game sound, fantastic. I was just wondering about that. I hadn't sorted that out yet. Alright, so the overlay, slowly but surely, we're working the kinks out of this thing. We're getting it there, chat, we're getting it there. We do have a lot of elements turned off in the overlay right now, though, so that does make a difference. but I think even the intro video ran somewhat decent. I think it lagged a little bit in the early parts of it, but I think it settled in fairly quickly this time for a change. Another reason why we're only on YouTube tonight is because of that video as well. Definitely got hit hard for it on Facebook last time we tried it on Facebook, so figured we would. Not surprised, and it's okay. It happens. So, yeah, you know how it goes. But we do have permission to use it on YouTube, so, yeah. I should probably have a description for the link for the artist in the stream. Might not be a bad idea, just to make sure that they're getting that attribute. But, again, I'm not 100% with the program, apparently, today either, so not surprised. Alright. Just gotta make sure that I can't see what I'm doing from right there. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Alright, so we had 2 qualifying sessions last Sunday. Alright. So our Special Operations Administrator is going to start us off here tonight. I think our first female to run in qualifying. If I'm not mistaken, we have a couple registered. We just haven't seen them run yet. Just making sure everything's working. Alright, so here we go. This is also a virtual reality racer too, as well, ladies and gentlemen. So this Devious does race with the VR2. We have some of the 3 drivers in this series in the VR2 this season. We have several drivers in the team that are running VR2. It could be 4 drivers with VR2 running this series, actually. They're all starting to get the VR, so it's hard to keep track of here. But again, this is a VR2 headset driver. Now, the Audi R18 2016 version, the Audi Yoast, depending how you pronounce it, version of this car has a fairly large visual barrier in the cockpit. And I was unaware of this when the series was designed, and I did not even consider. And it won't actually let me go into cockpit mode because she's in the VR. That's actually really funny. I was going to kind of show you what I meant about the A-pillar, so we'll have to wait for a regular driver that's not in the VR to go, and then we'll show you what we're talking about with the blind spot. It's a very big one. So again, you know, something we're learning as organizers to consider new aspects of racing as they're coming in VR is definitely one of those new aspects. Which isn't a new aspect, but it is a very popular one with this new VR because they've done a really great job with it to start with. So people are really jumping into that because of the immersiveness of the VR, and obviously as our technology grows, our curiosity grows, and as, again, you know, the lines of sim racing and real motorsports start to kind of blur. A lot of the real racers that are keeping sharp and keeping in tune and just staying warmed up and just keeping those, you know, muscles moving all the time, using sim racing in the off season to stay in shape, so to speak. It's just more immersive, so, you know, obviously it's natural that people are going to want to use it, especially if it's as fun as it is. So you can see here she's just warming the tires up here and charging up that battery. We don't have the screen information on. Oh, that's a fail. That's a check mark. Alright, enough of those. There we go. So flying laps. So much like we've seen in all of the qualifying sessions. Drivers charging up the battery, taking that flying lap, kind of squashing the next lap to again recharge the battery system to send another flying lap. The trick is still managing that battery throughout that flying lap because the car eats it so quickly. So currently right now, let's see what she's got here, as she's coming up the Camel Straight for the first time, and a little bit down on the mile per hour at the end of the Camel Straight compared to some of the drivers we've seen here so far. So she's got lots of boost in the battery there. And coming downhill into Brussels, and this is an interesting spot, and you are heading downhill, so you're trying to like maintain a lot of speed here, but again, you're still trying to charge a little bit of battery too as well, because now you're going to have this short little straight all the way to Pouon, and that is going to eat that little bit of battery up, as we just seen there. And then you got to kind of drag your brakes as long as you can into Pouon before you have to get on the gas, and you can see there that battery just maintaining the right rate of speed, so actually keeping that battery in check there through campus, heading into campus here. Now as we head into the Paul Frere curve, she's got about a quarter battery there, so that's going to give her a good launch as she sets up into the Paul Frere curve heading into Blois-Chaumont here. So let's see what Miss Devious has again for the first out of 4 attempts here. So let's refresh everybody on what's happening here. Pardon me. Drivers are on the racing soft tires. There's no tire, there's no fuel. It is all equal condition modes, so basically everything on track just stays idle. The clouds don't change, the wind doesn't shift. It is ideal conditions essentially for these drivers. They're at low fuel, they're at quote unquote optimal tire temperatures. So 59.4 to start off here for this Devious. So now we're going to run a second lap here. This is going to be not a full out flying lap, but this is going to be an opportunity now to work in some fine tune in some errors that you may have made in that flying lap, and again keep the tires up to the right temperature. But at the end of the lap, we're probably going to see her squash it here, get real slow on the brakes, charge that battery back on up, and get ready to send it for another lap on lap number 3. So 59.431 here for Miss Devious on her first flying lap. She's doing it right now. I mean, we're live, so you guys can see everything that's going on, and she'll record her gameplay as well, so we'll be okay. Again, just I'm battling some issues right now. I'm just not well, just not feeling well this weekend. So bear with me if it goes silent for a little bit. We're fighting all kinds of fun stuff right now. Alright, so Miss Devious coming around the corner here, Paul Frere curve. So this is going to take us into Blois-Chaumont here, to run into Blois-Chaumont. It's a long part of Spa here. It's not a straight run, it's a double kink run into leading into the chicane and leading into Blois-Chaumont. But I mean, these drivers aren't lifting off that pedal at all until they get to right here. As you can see again here, she's gonna just move a little left to right, charge up some battery, and see if she can repeat lap number 1 or better. And a strategy played out by most of the field this season in qualifying. Not all the field, but most of them. Alright, so we're going to wait for her to come out of Brussels here. We should have a live timing sector heading into the run to Pouon, no-name corner, as Larry has called it. We like it. See, there you go, ATB. That's what happens when you first went out. No, she sent it into Pouon. She could not have been any more on the edge right there. As she came around Pouon, I mean, she was right on half her rubber on the artificial curbing and half of that on just a curbing. That was as fine a line as it gets around Pouon there. So definitely pushing this lap here, and knowing that if she doesn't get it right on this lap, she needs to make a decision on whether or not she's going to squash it, and she may squash that there. She's down half a second, and that running poo on is what cost her there. She lost several miles an hour just losing traction on that curb, but yeah, she's going to squash it. She's not happy with that. I didn't think she would be, so again, this is Ten Tenths co-owner, so Ms. Devi is also one of the presenters with the series here as well. So she didn't like that. She's going to run it again. So this is it. Last chance for romance here, and one last chance to get it all right. So no matter what happens now, coming across that live timing sector, coming into the Paul Frere curve on this final lap, that is going to be it. You got to send it. Don't have a choice. But it's always good to get that first flying lap a little bit right, or get a nice time there, because that did allow her to squash that second flying lap to set up a final lap. So being able to hit that first one just right did allow her to make that decision based off of obviously the engineers on the team radio with the driver in the car saying, all right, this is where you're at, you got to make a call. And the call was, let's set up one more try. Alright, so we're going to keep an eye on this. We're going to keep an eye on the speeds. And we're going to see how we're rocking and rolling here. Coming down through Brussels. Again, downhill sector here. This is a good little spot to kind of accelerate and brake at the same time. And just let the momentum of gravity essentially really kind of work you around. And there you really got to be ready to, and she sent it there, absolutely sent it. It's okay to go out there. You're not going to lose too much really going out there. Let's see if she gets a little more, yeah, she's a little more reserved coming through Pouon this time, but definitely maintaining a lot more speed coming out of the exit of Pouon that time. So as now we head into campus, well, I just gotta wait and see. I mean, we just gotta wait and see what that live timing says. Gotta send it either way here now. So gotta get it right here, and down a little more than the last time around, but that's all right. Keep pushing here. Get it just right coming out of that chicane here still. Can make a lot of time up on the exit of the final chicane, so there is time to be made here. It's not all for nothing here, so you gotta go. She is a good driver. Nice solid final corner is really key here. Get down on that loud pedal. Use all that boost leading up to the line. It's going to be a 159.764, so she keeps it down in the sub twos there. And that was a good set of laps coming from TT's Miss Devious. So 59.431 and a 59.64. Lap 1 and 4. Gonna make sure. Yeah, no, we're seeing what we're supposed to be seeing there. Alright. Alright. She knows the drill. We don't need to tell her. The drill. I'm having trouble getting into this. Oops. Wow, my keyboard must need to be cleaned. Just take some turn on your back there. There you go. I don't think so. I'm not sure what the oopsies is. I don't think there was an oopsies involved there. He came in after qualifying was done, so he definitely didn't affect his lobby or anything like that. Alright, let's go out and see what's going down here. Alright, we got nothing going down here. Perfect. Great job by Miss Devious there. There's going to be two 159 laps for Miss Devious, and that's going to place her in that ever so competitive area of qualifying. That's been going on here this season, so right in the mix where she belongs, in my opinion. But I don't think you did anything. I think you're good, Dominic. I think you're good, G. I think you're okay, Dominic. I think you're okay. All right. Oh boy. Nothing beats tooth pain, man. Yikes. Rough stuff. All right, so Miss Devious running two 159 laps here. All right. So I believe we have TT Kilt, TT Alpha, TT Bandit, TT. I think that might be it. Is there another one? I don't think so. We've got Lucas running tonight. We've got whomever else pops in that may still have to run. I think Toonbox still needs to run. I did reach out to Toonbox. I haven't gotten a response back, so maybe he's just opted not to run, which may be. You'd be surprised, Kel. You'd be surprised. You would be surprised. You only need the battery just to get the car up to speed. Once the car is up to speed, the battery doesn't come into effect anymore anyways, so once you get the car up to that, whatever it is, 55 or 60 mile an hour range, it doesn't use the battery anymore. We're pretty used to that happening. Hey, chat. Drivers popping in by accident, thinking there's an open lobby or something going on, realizing what's happening after they get in. It's all good. It happens. Oh. Alright, we got chat updating at least. That's always good. What I'm looking for. Oh. come when you're ready, Kilt. You just come when you're ready, bud. Alright, let's go back to the other screen here. Ugh. Whenever you're ready, Kilty. Whenever you're ready, bud. That's what I figured you were doing. You're all good, Kilt. You're all good. Alright, so we are just waiting for Miss Devious to get back here. She'll be back in just a moment. And then she'll send Kilt out when she is ready to go. So just bear with me. I apologize, Chad. I'm having a really bad moment of pain here. So I'm just kind of off in the background, sorting through that here. Alright. Word from race control has come down. Track is Kilt when Kilt is ready. Good luck, Kilt. Alright, so Kelty is going to send it here. He's got the outlap in. Now he's going to have his first attempt to qualify. Good entry in, up through a Rouge and already on into the Camel Straight here. Let's see what he has for speed by the end of the Camel Straight. Alright, heading up through the Paul for a curve here. Get run through below Shema. See what his first lap is here. A little wiggle. It's gonna be a 201, 201.6. Is that what we're seeing? Yes, 201.6. I think if he would have kept it straight there, he probably would have been a 201 flat there, but that's alright. He's gonna run around here. And go again for lap number 2. Alright, let's see what he has here at the end of this lap. I'm sorry, Chad, I'm really struggling right now. Alright, flying lap number 3. last time here as Kilt comes around the chicane. Let's see what he's got. Big exit there. Keeps car in a nice straight line. Looks like 201.8 and a 201.6, if that's what I'm saying correctly. Lap number 1 and lap number 4 here. Just gonna take that screenshot. Drivers are also urged to take those screenshots. Good job, Kilt. Alright, 201.663 and a 201.834. Good job there by Kilt. Oh my god. Alright, good job to Kilty. Alright, another driver down, ladies and gentlemen. Another driver down. Great job there to Kilty. Alright, great job there by Kilty. Okay. That was not easy, especially. Once you got the pen? Yeah, the pen. Yeah, the pen hurt for sure. But you gathered it back together, bud. That was a good job. You're hoping for 159, but those would be your best your PBs during practice. Nah, you did good, Kilt. You did good, brother. Thank you. I gotta send you a couple screenshots, dude. Don't let me forget. Sorry, Chad. I'm just having a rough life right now, apparently. I don't know. Every time. Every weekend is something new right now. Oh. I have to go hit a couple pressure points after the stream. Appreciate it, Kilt. Oh, Payme up in the house. Alright, we got SV's Payme up in the lobby here. To do oil changes in the car washes for the camera. Awesome. Appreciate it, boys. Sorry I don't have a ton of energy here today. I'm trying really hard just to survive the stream here again. It has moments, man, where it just rages and it's just so painful. Right now it's just throbbing. It's not raging, so it's manageable. But I barely slept in 2.5 days. I haven't eaten in 2.5 days because I can't, because it hurts too much. And I just want it to go away. It needs to go away. That's why you were slow. You forgot to wash the car. I thought you did fine, Kilt. I thought you did just fine, dude. For somebody who's just running more motor than they're worried about battery, I thought the laps were pretty good. It's been a rough 3 weeks. Yeah. Peme is in the lobby, right? Oh, wow. No, he went to go. I bet you he went to go do the oil in his car. Come on, gang. Alright. I missed him. Bounce out. Track is his. Trying really hard to talk without moving out my lips too much, because it seems to help. Trying to go all ventro here, but I'm not a ventriloquist. Yeah, we can. Just glad it's over so you can get ready for the real thing. True story. Alright. Peme has been cleared to go, so whenever Peme is ready to go, he will jump out. Let's see what Peme's got. The new fastest qualifiers put in some really good times. So. Peme is one of those drivers who can definitely challenge, I think. There we go. Some drivers have a routine they like to go through before they jump out on track with these types of things, so you just gotta give them their due time. They'll come out when they're ready. And there we go. So, outlap here for Peme. Little flash of the light through there. It's a spicy looking livery he's got there. Looks good. So now we're going to see the old battery charge up flying lap routine here from Payment. Mainly because you're going to put on a show. We're about to find out. Okay, he is on his flying lap here. About a 58.5 here as he comes across the line on the pace he's on right now. Ooh, big slide coming out of the chicane right there. That's going to be a 58.1 there from Payme on his first flying lap, so I would assume that this is going to be a squash lap now. Larry coming in saying, is this low poke? If it wasn't for the wiggle, it would have been a 57. So it's gonna be attempt number 2 on the flyer here. Oh, that's not going to be good. That is not going to be good. So this is going to be a squasher. And we'll see one more attempt at it here leading into the final lap. So that cost him a couple of seconds for sure. I'll have to wait and see when he comes through the timer here. Oh, it was looking good up until then, though. Safe to say that cost him 2 seconds. Bangs head on a wall. He did fine, ATB. Alright, last chance for romance for Payman here as well. He's got to get this one right. Alright, heading in towards Below Shema here for the final time. It's a great exit right there from Payman. That's going to be a good lap. That's a 57.490 coming right there from Payman. And that is some laps right there. So it's a 158.1 and a 157.490. Now I'm not sure where that places Payme exactly, but I'm not sure if that's enough. That's what I got, mister. Alright, so you know it'll be on between Lucas and Payme, so it's going to be interesting to see what Lucas is going to do in behind him here now. He's pretty good, says Larry. Not good enough, says Jakey. You're not letting them lose that down right now either, are you? That's funny. Payme is out. He knows the routine. Good job, Payme. Nice run, Payme. He only ran 6 laps of practice. Mind blown. He's getting quick. He's getting very quick. Alright. Lucas 369 heading on out next. Another one of the great administrators here at GT45 Gaming. Real life racer himself. Let's see what he's got in this Audi R18. Another great looking livery. Alright, so we'll see much of the same thing from Lucas that we saw from Payme. We'll see him charge his battery up here at the end of the lap. And then we'll see him send a flyer. And then we'll see him send a squash. And then another flyer. And if that flyer ain't going right, it gives him another crack at one more flyer. Just in case he needs it. Trying to place where I've seen that level. It's a beauty. Lots of great looking liveries on the racetrack again this weekend. I get right in a good pace right through campus there as you're heading into Paul Frere Curve. I was just gonna say I should put him purple overall here, I think. it is a 57.360, and that will be the fastest lap of qualifying so far today by Lucas 369. Alright, prep up that battery and run it back. See if you can do it again. Yeah, he's just off of the fastest lap time by a whisker. He really came out of campus really quick there. Again, he's maintaining really good apex speed here around this lap. That's really important. He's 3/10 up. He's almost in the 56s here right now. This one. This, however, has great potential to be the fastest individual lap. Oh, it was so close. A 57.201 coming right there from Lucas 369. And, yeah, he can't run that again. Obviously, he has to charge his car up, so he's going to call that a qualifying run. He's going to spin some donuts. We've seen a couple drivers nail it on lap 1 and 3, and at that point, running the 4th lap is really just a cool down lap. That was a great set of laps from Lucas. Definitely the fastest individual lap time, and potentially fastest combined time as well. He could very well potentially be our new top qualifier here in the prototype challenge, as we are leading very close to the season here. Again, we're not releasing those times to the community this season. We'll, release those times on Monday. Pardon me. And then within 48 hours after that, we'll release the divisional splits for the drivers. So then kind of the last week leading in gets a little bit crazy. So hopefully we're feeling better by then, and we can be at our best as well on our end of it here. So that's a great job there by Lucas. Very good job. Very great laps right there. But again, still nobody was able to crack that 56 under live qualifying conditions. We've seen Jake do it after about a dozen attempts in just free running last weekend. But so it's definitely, well, certainly possible. But to get it just right and to get it just perfect under qualifying conditions, when you're feeling a little bit of pressure as well, probably pressuring. The pressure you're feeling is probably more pressure on yourself than it is on from anybody else, most likely. But that was absolutely a great lap right there by Lucas. Lucas is faster and better looking than Payme. What do you suck it up for? Oh, that's Larry. I thought that was Jay. I was like, what'd you do, Jay? Never mind. This is for performance enhancing drugs. Bet you Lucas only started practicing for this a couple days ago too, if that. It goes to show the experience of the drivers though. Ultimately, no matter what we throw at them for qualifying conditions, they always seem to separate themselves based off of just experience. And it shows. It shows. It shows right there. I mean, it's always tight between those guys, you know, Lucas and Payme and Jakey, just to name a couple. It's tight. It's tight. Even up top, it's very tight. Alright, so we're gonna be open for a little bit here. We got one driver that just messaged in the Discord saying he needs some time, so gonna give them the time they need to get practiced up. We still got TT Bandit to go yet as well. I'm not sure when he's planning on going, but I know he was practicing earlier today. Let's go look at that list. Let's go look at the list. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna go take a look at a registration list here. We're missing a few still. He's in the Discord registration, Misty. I don't think these might not be on the SLP one, but he definitely registered in the Discord. That's a great run by Lucas. Yeah, we're still missing a few drivers that have registered, actually. We're missing a lot more than I realized. Be interesting to see if they come in or not, I guess. We'll check, double check, and go through the list, and I'll do all that stuff tomorrow at some point. Hopefully I feel better tomorrow. I really need to feel better tomorrow. I'm not feeling good. Well, it was a great run by Lucas, so pay me as well. Lots of fast runs. Mischievous had a nice run. Kilt had a nice run. Like I said, we still got drivers coming yet. We're not going anywhere. We're just chilling. Just chilling. I guess we can go back to the screen though. Oh yeah. No, y'all show up on the stream too. Huh? We're tired, chat. We're tired. We're hungry. We're in pain. I just want to wake up tomorrow and not be in pain. Nah, go get warmed up, Alpha. Relax, brother. You got time. Go get warmed up, my guy. No, go get some warm-up laps, Alpha. Don't worry about just jumping in cold. Go get into your rhythm. Lobby will be up for a bit. Never come into your qualifiers cold, chat. Just a heads up. You should always take time to warm up. I mean, typically if you've done lots of practice for a qualifier, you probably need about 10 or 15 minute warm up just to kind of get back into the rhythm, get back in the feel. Sometimes a little longer. Each driver's different. Myself, usually it takes me about 25-30 minutes to warm up properly. That's because I'll usually spend one stint just trying to overdrive the car and being an idiot, and then the next attempt seems to settle back into race pace. So, yeah, definitely recommended to go make sure you're warmed up and in rhythm and happy with how the car feels underneath you before you do your qualifying sessions for sure. Oh, don't worry about me, Alpha. I'll survive, dude. I want you to come in and do it when you're ready. Not just because I'm struggling. All I gotta do is mute the mic, man, and walk away. Like, I mean, for 5 minutes, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, the lobby's gonna be up for a bit no matter what, so. There's still a few people that need to go yet. I just keep plugging full of ibuprofen and tooth goo and, you know, all the fun stuff. Probably have a hole in the size of my stomach the size of Arkansas by the time I'm done, because I literally have eaten a bottle of Tylenol already in 2 days. And it's been fun. It is what it is. I'm used to it. It's just, this is my eye tooth, and that nerve runs right up into your sinus cavity, right? So this one's just, a rough one. Every time my nostril flares or my nose moves, oh my god. But yeah, I'm alright, dude. You just do your thing. Get warmed up. Watching this big fat house cat try to stalk a squirrel right now outside. It's funny. It's not a very small cat, it's a pretty fat cat. It's got this big jingly collar on it. The squirrel's just probably toying with it right now. Everybody got big plans for the Easter weekend? Everybody doing their food tomorrow, or are you guys doing it on Monday? normally more talkative chat. I'm just chilling. If you hear that, I'm sorry. I'm playing with the Velcro. That keeps my wires wrapped in my mic in a safe spot. I fidget a lot when I'm under duress. So I apologize. Fidgeting helps deal with the pain. It looks like the squirrel is totally messing with the cat. I appreciate you, Misty. I appreciate you. I know I'm struggling. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a struggle the past month altogether. I just have not been able to produce the content I want to produce. Due to health reasons, mainly, unfortunately. Stress tends to do that to you. That's why I always tell everybody at the end of every broadcast, don't keep it to yourself. Reach out, talk to people, because you end up in a position like I'm in right now. I was so stressed out, I'm surprised I'm still standing, to be honest. I'm still quite stressed out, but that's not your guys' problem, that's my problem. Just not with it. Just not with it today. Not used to not seeing Facebook notifications coming up on the stream either. It's really bizarre. It's very rare we're not live on Facebook, so. But yeah, that's why we're just chilling on YouTube. YouTubes are, OGs. It's where the community hangs. I really wish I had more information about these cars and stuff too. I totally meant to come a little more prepared this weekend, but things just haven't worked out that way. Let's get a better view. It's weird how it won't let you in cockpit angle and when a driver's using VR. I guess that's kind of a telltale sign if you're a broadcaster, if they're in VR or not. If you're not sure, just go in the cockpit view and it won't let you see it. It's weird. And then you go into my car where I don't drive in VR and immediately it's in cockpit view. So can we look around? Yeah, see that big pillar. So on the right side of the screen, where the track outline is on the top right hand side of the screen, that pillar right there. I mean, that is straight up massive visual blind spot for the VR drivers. So and I mean that's a pretty big blind spot. Now it could be bigger, it could be more glorified on the VR, it could be less. I'm not sure, but you know that's a good 15 to 20% of your visual screen range when you're looking in that direction. So well, I definitely have to make sure that we're a little more VR aware moving into the next championship series after this one and so on and so forth moving forward. But so a big challenge for VR drivers have to overcome in rounds 1, 2, and 3 this season, but clearly up to the challenge as all their VR competitors have actually placed in pretty good qualifying times here as well. It won't let me camera around though. It doesn't let you do a lot of things when you're just sitting in pit lane. We still got a good old boring stock livery on that Audi. We're gonna have to change that. Yeah, gotta get some team liveries on these cars. Cars are slated to hit the paint booth over the next few days. Getting a rolling show of the car. Still curious with hood cell versus with load cell versus. I can't see that because there's something blocking the comment. Just give me a second, ATV. Little emoji thing there. Load cell with non-load cell. Oh, okay, that's what you said. I got you. There's a little. Yeah, no, it's not your fault. It's where the chat comes up on my screen. There's a little emoji thing there that I can't get off my screen, so it blocks letters at the end of a sentence all the time. So I just sometimes can't read the chat, the comment until another comment pushes it up the list. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just one of those stupid streamer issues. I don't like the bot reading out the comments, especially when you're in competition. Somebody just putting in stupid random comments just so the bot will say stupid things or something like that, right? In the middle of a competitive race, and you got the bot saying ridiculous stuff too. Oh, yeah, okay, is it? Yeah, I wasn't sure. When I watch YouTube streams, I don't have that chat on my screen. I just zoom into full screen to watch whatever it is I'm watching, right? entertaining the chat too often in YouTube, but yeah, I'm glad you know what I'm talking about. Shows up on my streaming software, shows up on the actual YouTube dashboard. It's ridiculous. Like, I can't get rid of it anywhere. Please, no punterinos. Well, only if I'm behind. Then there might be a punterino. But yeah, we get the bumper view, we get the hood cam, we get chase cam. We'll not give the cockpit cam. Even on the keyboard, when I hit cockpit, it won't put me in there. Even on the keyboard. Yeah, I hate that dumb thing. I think it drives me nuts. Like, okay, there's an emoji there. So if I use the emoji thing, does that mean, it'll go away? No, it just stays there. Like Facebook, if you bring up the emoji thing, you throw a like or a heart or whatever, and then it disappears, The YouTube one? Nah, it's just gonna sit solid state, React, I say react is what YouTube is saying about that. It's like she's better than the showcase display people at Gran Turismo. They should take a lesson from Miss Davis. Except they should give us the settings to get rid of all this ghosting and extra visual distraction junk. And how come I can't get my wheel cam? Huh? Where's my wheel cam? Replay angle. PD. Huh? Y'all got that in them their GTWS events? Y'all should send that our way too. Just some good footage from that camera angle. That cat is really into that squirrel right now. That big old fat cat still trying to catch that little squirrel. Turn my laptop around and you guys can see that on the second screen. GT8 maybe? Oh man, I'm gonna be dead before GT8 releases ATB. Are you kidding me, man? I don't know if I got 15 years left in me. Thank God. The way I feel right now, I feel like I'm lucky if I got 5 in me at the moment. Good golly, I'm just not digging things right now. It's been a battle. It's funny, we made a choice, I don't know, like 2 months ago now? I don't even know how long it's been now. I think it was about 2 months ago now to try and quit smoking, and still, working on quitting smoking. And since I've made that choice, I have been nothing but sick. It's just problem after problem after problem. And it's so exhausting. It's exhausting. It's a good way to put it. I'm exhausted right now. But life don't stop, so I can't either. Yeah, but it's not really a set of cores at 2, though. It's just a bunch of DLC. I mean, a set of cores at 2 is everything that's available on ACC right now with the NERB update coming, just dropped, I think, or maybe next day or two. I don't know. And sometime this week the NERB track is supposed to drop. So I don't know if you can really call it ACC2 because they're not really making a new game. They're just dropping better DLC. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I got a couple of DLCs I need to pick up over there now. I mean, I'm behind now. So there probably won't be any IRL Infinite Racing League ACC commentary coming anytime soon because I don't have the DLC. So without the DLC, I can't really do the commentary. Oh, it's set of Corza. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the first one, so we'll see. I have a set of Corza, the original one. It's not what I saw. I've seen a post from somebody saying that console update's coming soon, like this week was supposed to come. But, you know, what's said and what's done are two different things. Console's typically about 3 to 6 months behind, but they've been pretty good at getting the ACC console updates out quicker, so... and breaking the game. But that's... like any one of these games, they update and break. That would be surprising, I agree. I mean, they're trying to do everything they can for the console community. I mean, they you know, integrated the Xbox and PlayStation cross-play deal, right? So that's trying to engage the community on a broader range. And then, you know, the Group 2 cars and now Red Bull Ring and the NERP track when it comes, you know, they're working at it, but I'm just not seeing a lot of difference right now, personally, I guess. They probably do. You're probably right, ATB. It's just console's a lot harder to adapt to, especially PlayStation. So, you know, you gotta code it in differently for each console or each platform, whatever you want to call it. Each playing application process. Yeah, I agree. It's not all of us can afford the PC to do that. I mean, I have a PC that's able to do iRacing. To what extent, I don't really fully know yet, but, you know, it runs it at least anyways. But if I'm going to be trying to compete and stuff like that on a PC, on a platform like that, it's got to do more than just run it. You know, it's got to run it efficiently without lag, without complication, without hiccup. So, my equipment is not there. Without a question of a doubt, especially for ACC. And visually, way more up to par than iRacing is. And then I gotta run my PC to my big screen, so I've got our HDMI cable run through that I use too, so it's an extra processing step as well. So I can see it on a bigger scale, right? So I haven't really messed around with it too much yet, but I probably should have while I had iRacing membership going, but I just canceled all that stuff because I'm not using it, so there's no point in paying for it every month. You need to go on iRacing at some point since that's where the IndyCar is. The draw for me on iRacing is the oval track. It's just the console game is dead in the water at the moment. Yeah, for many motorsport titles too, not just Indy. I mean, we all play sports games. We all have sports franchises or you know, games that we follow. You know, for me, it was NHL for a long time. I think up until about 2016. I finally stopped playing NHL games, and then it was MLB on top of that as well. Was another big one that I followed around for a while. I think the last one was Show 19. Yeah. So, yeah, you know, it's, you just get bored. They get repetitive, right? You know, they come out and there's nothing has changed. The only thing that's changed is some kind of slightly different screen or menu option, and there's some maybe slightly different mode in there. And you have to start over on your dynasties and all that stuff again, your dynasty teams and your cards and all that again. So, I mean, like, you know, and they release those things like every 8 months, right? So, I mean, you're not getting a new game every 8 months. You're getting the same game just with a different year and a different picture on the title, basically. But the catch is now all those microtransactions to build your dynasty teams back up, right? So, yeah, I mean, it's just a money pit. It's just a money pit. You miss Tony Hawk? Yay, Tony Hawk. I mean, but again, you know, it's another franchise that overdid it too, right? Yeah, no, NHL's been a long time. Baseball, a little less time. I never played Madden. I was never into the Madden scene. It was never my thing. NBA, a little bit here and there, but not very often. More NBA Jam on N64, you know? That's true. That's true, HB. That's just very true. That is very true. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's the same thing over and over again with these games. Tiger Woods, I used to be a golf fan too, I guess. The Tiger Woods series, I think the last one I played there was like 2015, maybe 2016. It's just the same thing over and over and over again. So yeah. Gran Turismo is kind of essentially the same thing, I guess, but it has longevity after you've completed the main part of the game. There's still longevity to it. You have daily races, you have the sport mode, you have lobby racing like we do, we have league racing like we do. You know, we have you know, there's more to it than just the base game, and that's it. Once the game, you know, once you kind of beat it, it's boring, right? You know, yeah. You know, the only thing that keeps you playing on those types of games is the fact that you have to play through 10 seasons to get a specific trophy or something like that. Other than that, I mean, what's the point? Guess we'll see. You never know. But again, it's just going to be another rushed every 8-month sports game, you know? I mean, F1 2023 is a perfect example. Is it 23 or 22? It might be 23 is a perfect example. It's already a PlayStation free game. Huge flop. Huge flop. That's true, but it's still appealing to other members, other players of the community, right? You know, and there's still something to draw, not all, but, you know, a large majority of the racing community beyond the single player part of the game. Like, I'm the opposite. I barely touched the single player part of the game. I've done a lot of the circuit experiences for the credits, but, you know, the races and the missions and all that blippity bloppity stuff, you know, I haven't really put a lot of attention into. For me, it's all been about the sport mode, but it was never like that. It was always about the campaign mode, you know, the endurance races and all the races, the Sunday Cup races and all that stuff right back in the day. I don't know. I guess as a commentator, it's more about sport mode than it is single player mode for me, I suppose. I guess that would kind of make sense. Bad drivers, no standards. Repeated races. Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you. We need variety. Definitely need variety. Oh boy, here we go with sneezing. Uh-oh. Excuse me for a second, Chad. This is probably gonna hurt. By high DR, pardon me, by high DR lobbies, what do you mean? Like A plus higher, or like mid A, or like what are we talking? Oh great, now I got a plugged up nose. Lovely. And I'm not done sneezing yet. I was just, yeah. The old tingling nose, eyes watering deal going on right now. High A plus, yeah. Got it. Gotcha.
You know that guy in the Zoom boom? He's way up there, man. Those GLG lifts, they go up to like 60 feet in the air. Some go 80. That one's a 2 extender. It's gotta be 80. And is he on his hands and knees up there? Kind of looks like. Is that a dog up there? That's really driving me nuts. Yeah. All right. Just no love right now. Ugh. Alright, yeah, we're gonna throw the video up for a minute. I need to step away for a minute.
Some legends are told, some turn to dust or to gold, but you will remember me for centuries. Just one mistake is all it will take. We'll go down in history. Remember me for centuries. Remember me for centuries. Mama tied my teenage dreams. No, it's nothing wrong with me. The kids are all wrong, the stories are wrong. Heavy metal broke my heart. Come on and let me in. Bruises on your thighs like my fingerprints. This is for
faster, stronger. More than power, never. Ever after work is over. Harder, better, faster, stronger. Working harder, make it better. Do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever. Hour after hour, work is never over. Working harder, make it better. Do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever. Hour after hour, work is never over. Working harder, make it better. Do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever. Hour after hour, work is never over. Working harder, make it better. Do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever. Hour after hour, work is never over. Working harder, make it better. Do it faster, makes us Work it, make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger. Harder, better, faster, stronger. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever. Hour after hour, work is never over. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever. Hour after hour, work is never over. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever. Hour after hour, work is never over. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever. Hour after hour, work is never over. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us
Alright, we're back. Back. Do like that song. Love Fall Out Boy. I'm a big fan. I was really surprised to see that this song was allowed to be used on YouTube, so credit to Fall Out Boy. Second song, I can't remember the artist's name off the top of my head. But they are copyright free artists, so it's not the second one that's the issue, it's the Fall Out Boy song at the beginning. It's the one that can get us in trouble. But, like I said, good on YouTube, so make sure better videos and you have better music to go with them. It's just the way it works. The overlay is lagging a little bit. Let's bounce out of there and see if it helps settle it down. That sneezing fit was absolutely ridiculous. So either I've got extreme pain that shoots up my sinus cavity and makes my nose like sensitive to the touch. Every time you touch my nose, it would make my tooth hurt. That's what was going on earlier. Now, it's the tickle in the top of the nose, which is making my eye water non-stop, and I can't stop sneezing. So now I think we've got that handled. Right now it seems to be chilling out. So, teeth are the worst. I have a good pain threshold for the most part when it comes to pain, but teeth, unbelievable. It's very hard to mind over matter teeth, man. It really is. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I almost said a bad word. I know, chat. I caught myself. Shh.
I did let one slip the other night, though. I think that's the first time I've let a swear word my own slip on a commentary in ever. And we've done, what, 400? Maybe less commentaries now? It's somewhere around 400, I bet you. Wonder how many commentaries we have done in our career so far. That's a good question. We have to go do some digging. These stats. Where's our stats guy on that one? Hey, stats guy. How many live streams have I done in the last 4 years that are commentary? It's got to be close to 400. Every one of them would be on the YouTube channel. I would really have to go through the archives, though. Well, that's not entirely true. There was a while where I wasn't streaming to YouTube at all. Wow, yeah, I don't even know. That would be a guesstimation at this point, I think. You know, easily 250 to 300 hour long races. Easy. We've done 30 or 40 90-minute plus races. We've done, I don't know, probably 40 or 50 ACC races now on console. I mean, we've done numerous less than 1 hour races as well. We've done 3 24-hour events. Yeah, the 400 might be lowballing it. 400 might be lowballing it. I'm really curious now. I'm gonna literally spend the rest of my night probably trying to figure that out. Just watch. Ask me tomorrow, I might have an exact number.
No, it's not true. As soon as I shut the stream down tonight, I'm gonna try and go to sleep. Kind of gotta take it when I can get it right now.
So for those of you wondering where I have been for the last couple days,
Literally just
sleeping when I can and just dealing with what I have going on right now. We were off all day yesterday too. We were really excited about that. Just wanted to stream from like 8 in the morning till like, you know, supper time. We just wanted to crank a good one out and just woke up with absolute just devastation in tooth pain yesterday. Today we're still in a lot of pain, but it wasn't quite to the extent as it was yesterday. Yesterday was the worst so far. Right now it seems to be just the sneezing fit seemed to have chilled it out a little bit. But yeah, no joke, man. No joke. Teeth are no joke. Take care of your teeth, kids. The moral of the story is brush your teeth. I do brush my teeth, actually, but there was a point in my life where I didn't take so very good care of my teeth, and at that point in my life, the damage has already been done, so, you know, we've been trying to recover and repair since, and slowly losing the battle. That's it. That's just all there is to it. It's not Fred's fault. It's my own fault. Dental care has never been on my priority list in my lifetime, maybe because I can't afford it mostly. And then I finally found a really good dentist out here a couple of years ago. And, he's one of those guys that understands that people have real lives and they have financial restrictions sometimes. And he was just a down to earth, really cared about his clients kind of guy. He did everything he could help. He broke all the rules to make sure that he could get teeth pulled for people. And, you know, he was just no standing dentist, man. He really was. He just an absolutely outstanding gentleman. And unfortunately, had complications in his 40s, and just last year had lost a battle to a heart attack. So, um, I send my condolences obviously to the family. I'm not going to say who he is because that's not fair. Um, and it's funny, you didn't think that doesn't really, you don't really think that something like that would affect you, I guess, but uh, you grow close to your doctors, your physicians, and the people that you rely on to fix you when you're broken, right? So, I gained a pretty good relationship with my dentist. He got me out of some really tough scenarios over the last couple of years, helped me get my mouth fixed and getting everything ready to get proper, full surgery and get it all out and get it taken care of type thing due to my financial restrictions. And unfortunately, it's always the good ones, man. It really is. So, I feel for his family. I really do. He was an outstanding dude, but I don't have a dentist now either. So, um, I mean, where I live, finding a dentist is about as easy as finding a doctor. I've been on a finding a doctor wait list for 6.5 years. I still don't have a family physician. So, yeah, now I don't have a family physician or a dentist. So, and even if I did, I mean, I can't go and get this just yanked out right now, which would be the ideal situation. Just pull it because then I don't have to deal with it again. But that's not the case. So we've been fighting through. I mean, it's not a abscess tooth or an infection or nothing. It's just every once in a blue moon, this tooth just gives me some problems. Decides gonna have a bad couple of days. Sometimes 4 days, 5 days, sometimes just a couple. But it is what it is. Just sucks. I feel like fixing my own mental distress at the end of last month has created karma for some reason. I don't understand why, but hopefully we're done with it now because I just need life to go back to normal for a bit. I don't blame Fred. Fred's awesome. I blame just life being life. I think we're about due for that Assassin's Creed Origins stream yet, too, hey? Go finish that game up. We're really close, actually. I've done a lot of the boring grinding behind the scenes stuff that isn't really a lot of fun to show on stream because it's boring. So we're kind of really down to defeating some of the special bosses and doing the final mission stuff. That's about what we're left with here over there in that game. So we should probably get that rolling here pretty soon. So I can get the game off the PlayStation. We can move on to Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which is almost wrapped up as well. Much of the same thing there, just loose ends in the final mission. And then we can move into Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which I have not gotten into very much at all yet. See some foot traffic in the backyard there. I'm always watching to see who it is. People that don't belong here get chewed out of here pretty quickly. People like to steal people's things around here. Which is unfortunate. Most of us don't have a whole lot of things to begin with. So you got little lurkers looking for opportunistic things to take. Barbecue propane tanks are a big one. They think they can get to mine until they go to try and pull it off and realize it's chained to the concrete pad. Then they give up on it pretty quickly. But a couple times I've seen it unhooked from the barbecue, and until they realize that they ain't getting my propane tank. But I'm a farm boy. I'm, intuitive. I think of things like that. Can't help it. Don't like stuff being taken. Nothing I hate worse, actually, than a thief. How's Nora and hold on, Emily? Haha! I remembered. Wow. I always have a hard time remembering Emily for some reason, but I got it this time. How's the fam doing, bud? Well, that's impressive. Tell you what. Not so used to knowing the other half, the better halves names as much as the viewers that are interactive with the stream. That's the word I was looking for. Starts laughing. Right? I know. Simple things today, bud. Simple things. Damn it. Emma's been busy with that stupid emoji thing. Singing the last few days. Chapel singing? I think that's what it says. Well, that's good. As long as you're staying busy. I'm sure the little one keeps you both plenty busy, but that was right. Yeah. Church singing. Yeah. Still up to 1 to 3 words a day, running around a lot, draining your energy. I know, isn't it? You wish you could siphon out some of theirs, right? Just a little bit. Give me 10% of that energy in a day extra, and look out, man. They can afford 10%. They're full of it when they're that age. And slow them down just a tick by taking 10% out, Bring them down the speed. Bring them down a notch. Help us step up a notch. Might be able to keep up with them then. That's right. It'd be crazy for the first few years. And then they go to school. So you get, a few hours a day where you don't have that complete non-stop full needing the attention, right? So that's when, the daily routines start coming into play for parents, and you know it gets a little bit easier but a little bit tougher, I guess, at the same time, in a sense, as time goes on. Oh, they all are, dude. They all are. Yeah, oh yeah. Once they realize they got motor skills, man, look out. Yeah. It is. Everything is interesting, and I gotta see it now. Gotta touch it. Gotta lick it. Gotta taste it. Yeah. Sounds about right. Just gotta know. Yeah. It's all good, bud. It's all good. They're a mile a minute, man. Mile a minute. And each one's different. There's no two the same, that is for sure. Even if they're twins, they're still, different. That's the best thing about it. Kid's got a special kind of energy, does she? She's had a few new words that have stumped you on what she's trying to say. Well, that's half the fun, man. Oh, the good old days. Oh, trust me, when they're, 13, 14, 15, 16 years old and they're yelling and screaming and talking back at you that they hate you and you're the worst parents ever, you'll be wishing that they were still saying words you couldn't understand. Just, it happens. It's part of life, right? But it doesn't mean they hate you. It just means that they're very upset with you at that moment. But yeah, it changes. It changes. Even then, sometimes they spit out words you probably don't necessarily understand. uh, She already gives you those looks. She's got your expressive brows. Oh boy. Well, you know, they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, right? That's what they say. No matter how much one wants to admit or deny it, I see traits of both my parents in me. Like I said, whether I want to admit it or not. Have you gotten a look yet? Does she have her own version of the look yet? I'm sure she'll develop one soon enough. No, you never know. You never know. At the end of the day, no matter what you push on them, they're still going to turn out to be who they end up turning out to be. But that doesn't mean that she won't be interested in stuff like that, though. Oh, 1,000,000% you've got the Nora look. There's probably so much more animated because they're so little still. So amazing. Usually it's at lunch or dinner. Oh yeah, the food. The one thing that's definitely keeps children very expressive at young ages is food. No, I got two boys. I never had to deal with the girl factor, so it would be a whole new experience, that's for sure. Boys are pretty simple. Immediately go to anger. They immediately go to anger with everything. So you just gotta nip that. Once you start to nip that, things get pretty easy with boys. that's just coming from being a boy, I guess. Maybe not so much easy for a mom per se, maybe, but yeah, for me, totally get it, being a guy and all. Lunch and dinner. For her, the temperature of the food has to be just right. Got some Goldilocks and the Three Bears going on. Alright. Well, and how do you know what that temperature is, too, right? I mean, I'm sure that probably changes from day to day a little bit, depending how she's feeling. Yeah, she gives me the look of, are you trying to kill me? That's funny. And she'll hold up the food for me to blow on it and laugh. Well, she's smart. That's always good. It's good that she's smart. They're like sponges, man. They learn so fast. It does really do a good job of filtering out that kind of stuff, eh? Crazy. You do have a couple of look pictures. I'll tag you. Alright, gotcha. I'll go check later. Alright, we're going to be putting last call in this lobby. I'm going to be shutting the lobby down in the next 30 minutes. They've had nobody over here in the last hour, so. Last call.
I don't have my notifications turned on. I'm sorry, Misty. I missed all that information. Nope.
Yeah, I just don't. I mean, I'm not.
I'm gonna sit here in silence for the next 4 hours. That's not gonna happen. That's all.
I only intended for this to be open till now, anyways. But
There's drivers that have yet to go, and I know they still need to go, and I'm not sure why they haven't come around yet. I'm not talking about you, Alpha. Not talking about you. You see, you're just starting to warm up, so.
this was a unscheduled session, anyways. This was just an extra session out of the goodness of my heart because I'm a nice guy. And even have to have this one today, but
We didn't have enough people registered. We didn't have enough of the registered drivers qualified yet. We needed the extra session. It might be because I've not been well and I haven't been that active in the server the last 2 or 3 weeks, but I don't know. Just seems like we're a little more on a laid back, casual vibe this season, and we really need to change that.
No, he is.
No, there's no drama. No drama, Jimmy. No drama. I'm just fading. I need to go lay down. I mean, I have 3 broadcasts all back to back to back tomorrow. I gotta attempt to do yet too, right? So, only if you're ready, Alpha. I'm not talking about you, homie. Oh. You still got half an hour, homie G, if you're just warming up. We'll get your warm up in.
Besides manufactured drama.
Fair enough. Alright, Alpha is on track. Welcome to the new member of the Discord server. Found himself a nice little spot to post some wicked pictures already. Love to see it. Alright. Got to go to the peeky this way. Ooh, hey, we didn't flip you to the big screen.
That's right, he's on the outlap.
I'm not missing anything important except for an outlap. So just a setup lap.
You can see it looks like the car is about ready for the paint shop here. As you can see, it's in that base silver chrome that it comes in. And like everybody else we're seeing, you're going to see that battery charge leading into the first lap. Big slide coming out of there, but that's alright. Hasn't crossed start finish line yet, so he should still be at speed. And there we go, heading into the source here. Alright, heading into Lacombe for the first time here. Nice little curb cut right there, keeping good momentum around the apexes. That's going to lead us down into Brussels for the first time here. And then the no-name corner as we've deemed it from Larry Birch here. It's looking nice and clean, nice and crisp. Getting lots of curve action here. It's getting good. Corner entry and exit here too as well. Really using the racetrack here. So I can't remember what the splits were from Pavey and Lucas. At certain points on the track here, but this looks like a good lap.
little bit of a kick off the curb there, but didn't seem to throw him out of line too much here. And it's going, oh, it's a 2-minute point 3, just about a sub 2 there, so nice little lap there from Alpha. 2-minute point 318 there on that first flyer. It's about all I was able to do with this car on this particular combination as well. 2-minute point 3, 2-minute point 1, 2-minute point 2. I haven't really been able to put this car into a sub 2-minute lap yet either, but I haven't really put that many attempts into it yet either, I suppose. But I feel like it's not something that simple to do. Even if you do manage your battery, you still gotta get everything just right. Ouch. Alright, are we gonna see him dial back here and set up another flying lap here? I think so. Yeah, we're seeing the big charge in the battery here. Alright, just gonna go send it here for lap number 3 again. Oh, I'm not sure if Alpha's doing this in VR or if he's doing this in just a wheel rig without the VR. We'll find out before the season starts here. Yeah, no, the charge only makes a difference in Sector 1, absolutely, because it just makes a difference in the acceleration rate of the car and how quickly you get to that top gear. So yeah, coming out of the source heading into a Rouge and already on is definitely a place where you want to have that acceleration point for sure, but I learned a couple things about this car over the last couple of lobby nights we had with him too, so I was popping fastest laps off in the lobbies once I started to figure out how to charge the car under racing conditions. Should be interesting to see. But for qualifying purposes, not an easy task. Definitely not an easy task. These guys and gals have been doing a fantastic job of it. Not in the VR? Okay, thanks, Misty. Wasn't sure if he was running this in VR or not this season. Alright, a 2-minute point 7 here from Alpha. Now I do know that it is possible to get a 59 all motor lap around here, so there is still room for improvement around here, so let's see if we can find it. He doesn't have that big battery charge, so he's going to lose his time coming here, but he can by far make it up everywhere else in the racetrack here as well, dragging into the corners a little bit later, dragging around the corners while throttling out of the corners until you get on your full throttle. Things like that will help charge that thing up just a little bit extra to find you a 10th here and a 10th there. So let's see what he does here.
Daytona is very tricky to find places to charge. You're not wrong. There's not a whole lot of braking zones there. I still think he has a shot here. He gets a nice final corner. Gets a good launch out of that final corner. He can easily make a second up there. See what he's got here for all motor. Those two very respectable times, those 2 minutes there as well. There you go, he's right on point there. 201.725 there from Lucky. So lap number 1 and lap number 3, a 2:0.318 and a 2:793. Make sure that's what we're seeing. That is what we're seeing. Gotta, always got to do the double look through just to make sure. So the reason why we leave the cars in pit lane is just so in case the timing glitch appears, that's the way to fix it. You just switch to that car, switch back to the driver, and if there's a glitch going on in the timing, then that will sort it out. Just one of those little things, little quirks of Gran Turismo. Good job, Alpha. Nice run, bud. Some nice, solid, consistent, good laps right there. I couldn't do any better than that myself, so I'd be right there with you, G. Even knowing how to charge this battery up, I don't know, can't maintain it long enough throughout the lap to get it sub 2 minutes. The battery didn't seem to help me at all, but like I said, I have figured something out in racing conditions with this car, though, so let's see if I can relate that to the team or not. That was a great run. Job, Alpha, brother. Nice job, Alpha. This could be a busy night in the back. It's strange. Some guy I've never seen before back there. Got some girl hopping the fence right now. I'm right on the corner unit, so I mean I'm right at the end of the building, so to speak. So yeah, I get the interesting spot. Not necessarily a good thing. Not necessarily a good thing. Alright, what are we at here? Get him. Alright guys, gals, 15 minutes till the lobby closing. And if you're one of those drivers that still needs to get a qualifying run, you really do need to speak up. Or forever hold your peace, man.
Second here. New guy flicks. Just second flicks. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Make sure that takes him to the right one. Load the super formula.
Alright, for those that still need to qualify beyond today, you need to tag an admin in the server. And get one of the admins to get your qualifying run in. We'll have official qualifying results posted April 1st. No joking, it will be official. And then we will have division placement from there within 48 hours after that. Placement of the official qualifying list. That gives us obviously time as the admin staff to get together, make sure that all the information we have lines up with each other so we know everything's accurate. It gives drivers a chance, if there's a discrepancy, to provide their screenshots to us as well to make sure that the information is as accurate as possible. And then, of course, the admins need to sit down and have a discussion about that divisional split and where the lines will be crossed and how we're going to operate that divisional split for the season. So, it's kind of where we're at. We have quite a few drivers. At least half a dozen drivers that have yet to qualify still. And the end of the month is tomorrow. So, oof. I don't know what to say. We're just gonna have to reach out to him and see what the deal is. No driver gets to race on track without qualifying. So, without that qualifying time, you won't get season points. Let's put it that way. I have no issue with getting you guys qualified after the fact, or gals, but you will not race on the track without a qualifying time and livery approval. So, yeah, we still have time. We still got like 10 days, almost 10 days till the season starts, and depending on what division you end up getting placed in, it could be longer. Pros starting on Mondays, Pro-Ams on Tuesdays, and if we end up with a third AM split, that will be open on Thursdays. That's something that we'll be approaching here once we get these times sorted out here over the next couple days. GG to all the drivers. I mean, great understanding of the qualifying procedure this season. We didn't have one driver not follow qualifying procedure this season so far, so I think that's the first time ever, actually. So huge credit to our drivers and the community. We have new drivers still coming in, showing interest in the series, so don't panic if you're new. There's lots of time. But for those that have been registered for the last 6 weeks, knew that qualifying was coming over the last couple of weekends. Come on, guys. Come on, gals. Reach out to those admin staffs. Let's get those times scheduled in. I'm going to be pinging names tomorrow in the server. And
we'll see if we can't get the rest of these drivers all qualified up. But Lobby will stay up here for a few minutes. Somebody gets in here before I shut it down. We'll run that person up here yet. But time is a dwindling. Wednesday. That's correct. Yes, sir, ATB. The reason why I say 48 hours is because we have an extra discussion to throw in there, because we could end up with a little bit of difference in times from what we would consider pro-am to am times. So we may have a multi-class lobby in the second division. That's where the delay in the division placement may be. So we're giving ourselves an extra day to kind of hash that one and discuss that potential option out. And then if we do acquire more drivers throughout the season, we start to fill up those two divisions more, we can opt to move that third split to Thursdays as in the original schedule, right? So yeah, you know, just kind of a lot of what if scenarios right now until, you know, we had our official driving numbers. So the team championship part is probably going to get eliminated this season. We'll save that for another championship. It really is designed for minimum 3 divisions for that to work. So we don't have that currently right now this season, not with the proper numbers and to get the formatting to work. So we won't be doing the team part of it this season. We may do something different, but team part probably eliminated. Does not necessarily mean we're not going to still have that 3 divisional split, however, though. Again, that'll be looked at based off time qualifying, and if we do need to have a separate championship within the second lobby for AMs and pro-AMs as well. Still one race, but 2 different championships for the 2 different classes, so to speak. Gotcha, ATV. Gotcha. Hard to say. Hard to say. $591 total videos on YouTube. Yeah, that's only half. I didn't stream to YouTube for probably close to 2 years, I bet. There's a break in the content there. So, yeah. No, you're not. It could very well be that number could be lowballing myself a little bit, maybe, but I'm gonna try and figure it out one of these times. Before it continues to get way too far out of hand, but lost my train of thought. Well, it is what it is, dude. I don't know if you're on Mondays or not yet, but don't stress about it either way. He is happy with his lap times. That's good. I would hope so. Those are pretty good lap times. I mean, we all wanted the 159s, I'm sure, through all that, but But you really do have to get a good lap in to get it right, to get the 159s, even with the battery charge.
These bloody aliens that are in the 58s and 57s, I don't even know what to say about those guys. Bloody aliens. Alright, so we still got 2 TT drivers to qualify yet. I'll reach out to both of them, I guess, tomorrow. I don't know if one is going to. I guess we'll find out for sure. But the other one was working on it today, so I'm assuming that he will be qualifying, I guess, privately now. Me stress? Never.
You're funny, AGB. You're funny, my dude.
Alright. How are we looking? Lobby's going down soon. Appreciate Miss Devious for sitting in, hanging out with us again tonight, starting things off here for us tonight. I don't even know if she had any practice or not. She just went out and sent it, dropped a couple of real good, nice laps there. To Lucas and Pame coming in with some pretty fast qualifying laps there as well, knocking our current fastest qualifier out of his position is Lucas. Lucas, we definitely could say is top qualifier right now. By how much, I'm not going to say, but he is the fastest man around Spa in the Audi R18 currently. Not going to say who he knocked out. We're just going to leave it at that. But currently, that is our fastest combined and individual lap times, and it is by Lucas369, independent driver, as well, ladies and gentlemen. Steve has sent me all kinds of ammo to talk about here. I just wasn't paying attention today. That happens when I'm not feeling well. I have a hard time keeping it on track. Alright. So, tomorrow I got some work to do. I gotta track down our SLP and Discord drivers that are missing on qualifying. Tag them. Get some responses, hopefully. Get them qualified over the next few days. Again, we'll release that list on Monday for the qualifying times and where everybody's fastest 2 times were and what those were combined and where that places them overall in all the qualifying drivers. Now that doesn't mean that they can determine where their split is going to be from that list, because we don't roll. We're just not going to take the top 15 drivers and make them pros and take the next 15 and make them pro-ams and then take the remainder and make them AMs. That's not the way it's going to work. So, I'm just warning the drivers now that is not the way it's going to work, so don't assume that's how it's working. For those of us that are returning drivers, know that deal by now, but for those of us that are new, we do take a proper look at the racing at the times and where there is a big split in the times, and we are paying attention to those things. So, doesn't necessarily mean that there's only going to be 2 divisions. If we got 2 fields of drivers, there still could be that 3 divisions depending on what we see for our time splits. So Monday we'll be releasing the times, and then Tuesday or Wednesday we'll have those splits determined. If everything, it could be cut and dry, and we could have that done Tuesday, so everybody can make those adjustments to their liveries, and we can finally get the official livery approvals done and get rocking and rolling. We'll let the friendly banter start when the times are released. Oh yeah, no, it's officially trash talking season here in the GT45 Gaming Discord server now. That's for sure. That's the way it works during championship seasons, and we love it. Makes for great entertainment. Alright, well, that is the half-hour bell. Ding, ding. Alright, we appreciate it, everybody. Misty, as always, appreciate you. I will get a culmination of all of the screenshots of all of the qualifying times together tomorrow, and I will get that reviewed so we can go over the list with Larry and Jake, make sure we've got everything, and Lucas, and then start making some announcements. So, season starts April 8th, ladies and gentlemen. Next week, ideally, we want to go live, do some LMP1 lobbies throughout the week, have some fun leading up into the season, give these drivers a little bit of free information, a little bit of free testing, get a little bit of feel for each other on the racetrack before the season starts as well. Gives me an opportunity to get on track, get a little bit of information for the broadcasting part of the championship as well. And brand new overlay package coming for the prototype challenge as well. So, you guys haven't seen it yet. Only a couple of members have seen the rough idea what it looks like, and whether we have the full package together at season start or just the starting part of the package together, undetermined yet, but nonetheless, lots to do in about 9 days of time here. So appreciate the viewers, appreciate the racers for coming in, qualifying, getting it done. Alpha, nice job, brother, appreciate you. Yeah, we'll get the rest of the drivers pinged, find out why they haven't qualified yet. We'll get that sorted out and get to racing in about 9 days time, ladies and gentlemen. So keep an eye on the socials. We're going to be starting to post about it here now as well. Obviously a lot leading up for the next week here. This will be live on all the channels. It'll be live on Facebook, it'll be live on YouTube, it'll also be live on our new Kick channel. We may even go throw it over there on Twitch just because we can. And really just try to get some good reach on it out there and see what we can do with it. But yeah, let's go big or go home, right? No, it's LMP1 racing at its finest. From what I've seen in a little bit of racing we've done off stream so far, over the last, I would say, 10 days, we've had a couple of LMP1 nights, just community-based nights, kind of secretly off behind the scenes. Looks very promising for some very, very good fun racing. So it's going to be a great season. It's definitely going to be a great season. I know I'm excited. It doesn't seem like I am today because I'm just not feeling well. I just don't have the energy, upbeat vibe in me today, just because pain is kicking me today. So that's the way it goes. But we're definitely excited for it. It's been a lot of work, half a year in the making. It's finally all coming fit to face here. It's not necessarily quite as I envisioned it on pod release potentially, but we're close. You know how that goes. Last couple days before the broadcast, I'll be scrambling and trying to make sure everything is there, and I'll be pulling my hair out and nervous as nervous can be, and pace a hole through my living room floor probably, but it'll all be worth it once we get those first rounds of racing at Daytona. So that's right, round 1 is going to be at Daytona in the Audi R18s. The drivers are going to have these cars in the paint booth over the next few days. It's going to be a lot of fun. Appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have a great night. Hope y'all have a great Easter dinner weekend. For some of us, we get to 4 days. Some of us are only taking a couple days. I don't really know what my weekend has in store yet. Would be nice for one pain-free day, I suppose. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, appreciate y'all. Again, remember this is presented by GT45 Gaming and Ten Tenths Simracing team here this season, and can't wait. Just can't wait. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Remember, you all matter. If you didn't, I would not be here even streaming this to you today. I care that much that I'm just going to fight through it and just try to get the content at least out to everybody today. And that was the point today. It might not have been the best content in the world today, but it was out there so everybody didn't miss anything, and that's what was important. Appreciate the drivers for always showing up and putting on a great show. Just professional and fast and efficient. I mean, that's all we can ask for. To Mischievous for giving up 4 hours overnight here again tonight on her Easter weekend to be here to do the officiating with me. Appreciate that. And to everybody hanging out, AGB, Nora, Ham, appreciate y'all especially. Alpha and Fam Jam, appreciate y'all. Guilty and Fam Jam, appreciate y'all. The J household, appreciate y'all. But this guy's out. We're gonna try and get some rest tonight. We're gonna try and come back, hopefully somewhat refreshed, for Pure Racing League's GT3 round 6? 5? 6? 5 tomorrow. Second last race of the season, so things are winding down there at Pure Racing League as well, and hopefully we're in a little bit better shape to bring a little more high octane content to everybody tomorrow than we have been today. But we appreciate y'all. Stay winning. And we'll catch you on the next one.